I love it when you watch a player's face, Bill. The highlights roll and Maxi's got a grin going, that was good. That was good. And that was good.
Well,
Maxi,
that last one wasn't good. That was the one I missed in front against you boys, Bill, in 2018. I took the mark, but I missed it from straight out in front.
What was the one before that you said that was bloody good?
I kicked 5 in a prelim, and that was 2 of them.
Yes.
Funny enough, against your mob as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've had some good and some
and
bad.
played your best ever game, which made you against the Cats
Back
many
in
years.
like 2014.
That was
maybe?
That made you. That was your breakout game, wasn't it?
I felt like I had a couple good before that. But
No, you didn't. And
Don't be surprised if Bill's bringing a Geelong lens to that chat.
Okay, yep.
who took a hanger on you in the goal square? I was just thinking of that.
Liam Ryan.
Yes, fun.
Okay, well, we're meant to be pumping
I know.
But
Hey,
anyway.
State of Origin. We
Yes.
had the Bont in yesterday.
Yesterday.
He was pumped for it.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. It is, and I love the Bonds pumped. It's a great choice of captain. I feel like the other captains in the group, if it was me, Toby Green, or Danger even, I feel like we might have been a bit jovial about it.
Yeah.
Where Bond's got a bit of a serious face about it, someone you want to really get in behind. So I'm actually very keen. We fly out tomorrow. The kids are coming. The Jess is coming.
Good.
Not over the moon when I got told it was a family trip, but they're coming, which is exciting nonetheless.
You can hire a bike there and ride around.
Yeah, could do some
singing.
riding. I think we're on a boat every now and then. So we get to see what WA is made of, and I think Rottnest Island, the family's going to at
gorgeous.
one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else over there?
Mate, Margaret River,
Oh, right.
Swan
Margaret River.
Valley, about all the good stuff. There's
Ascot.
plenty.
Cottesloe.
Belmont, Pinjarra.
Most importantly, keen to play though.
You
Yes.
are.
Yeah, keen to
Have you
play.
spoke to the coach, Chris Scott?
Yeah, he actually
Because he
gave
hasn't
me-
been down at Geelong. So.
I got a little taste of what Danger and Tommy Stewart get at Geelong. He texted me 7 p.m. Saturday night, asking me if he was ready for a chat. I said, "You're very lucky you've called me because I was babysitting. Well, not babysitting. What's it called when you're
Parenting.
a dad? Yeah, parenting." So I was at home. So we had a half an hour phone call on Saturday night about what we want to get out of the game and game styles and rotations. Then we actually talked a little bit holistically about the AFL, but we'll keep that one in the phone call.
Red wine?
And then we might wine and dine each other over in Perth.
Yeah.
We had the Bont on yesterday, and he said he's looking forward to working with you in the midfield, picking your brain a little bit. Is there anyone you're looking forward to just putting the ball near to make yourself look even better than what you can currently do?
Yeah, well, the midfield is pretty stacked.
It is
I'm sure.
Can I read you some names?
Please do.
Anderson, Dacos, McCluggage, Merritt, Bailey Smith, Butters, Rao, Sarong, Richards, Bont.
The Bont
And
might be
then
forward.
You can even add like a Holmes to that as well.
I'll put him on the wing or half back. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, all that.
So I put Bont. I went on Triple M breakfast the other day, and I put Bont out of the midfield. And apologies if I did that, but that wasn't because I think he's the best player in my era, but I think he can't. He can play another spot.
Yes.
I think like
Exactly.
Sarong and Butters and Rao,
yeah.
they're our grunt in that middle bit. So Bont will float in there, I dare say, but the starting midfield, Sarong and Butters maybe. I actually don't know. Everyone's saying Butters is the best player in the comp, so I'm keen to see what he's like. Up nice and close, and then the two Gold Coast boys are
you
in pretty good touch.
Are you taking the first bounce?
There is another ruck in the squad now, Tristan Cherry. I'm
Cherry
actually, we wrestle a lot, so I'm actually excited to get on the good side of Tristan. So hopefully we go for a coffee and talk all things ruck. But I don't mind who takes the first centre bounce. We've got two quality rucks, well, three if Luke Jackson calls himself a ruck. You got Darcy Cameron and Tim English as well. So it's actually a pretty cool ruck battle.
How do you go with the mindset of where you're at to go to play? So you're obviously skipper of your club here. You pre-season, middle of.
Yep.
Are you right up and about? Because everybody we're speaking to is bang up for it.
Yeah, I think particularly how early this was set up. A lot of people have built their pre-seasons around this game, the guys that I've been speaking to. So we're all keen to try and get this back up and going. We feel like it's a great opportunity for the AFL, and the players have been asking for it for a while. So it's probably our turn to now go out and deliver it. The only thing we've really got to go off is the bushfire game, and that was probably a little bit of a showcase. Not as much defence in that. AFLX, not sure if you played that days,
I
but
didn't. No.
wasn't our best AFLX. I think this is our chance to show our best. We will be rusty. I still think there's maybe some better time slots if we go into further years, but we've been given a chance. We've been given a chance to give it a red hot crack, and I would be playing North Melbourne 6 days later normally, so hopefully I'll play enough game time. That was one of the chats with Chris Scott. I would ideally not want to be out of Casey and play North Melbourne if I can get a bit more game time. So yeah, I'm ready to go.
When is the best time then, in your eyes?
I actually think it's the week after the granny. In my opinion, I feel like if you want to play Origin, you'll stay fit for 4 weeks if you're not in finals teams. And the finals guys obviously don't need to worry about it. But if it's an honour to play State of Origin, you stay fit for 4 or 5 weeks and have a crack.
You've got a new coach at your footy club. Did you have to have any conversations with him about being your best player? And has he told you to take it easy, or are you sure you want to play Big Max?
I do remember AFLX, Goody even said no to me before they even told me that there was a chance.
There was a bit of that.
Yeah, and to be fair, it probably wasn't a Ruckman's game, AFLX. So
No, yeah.
it was smart that I wasn't in that one. But bushfire game, I was injured, so that didn't even come up. But this one, it was talked about earlier. I think the buy-in from league-wide shows that if any high-performance manager or coach pulled out their stars, they would be probably the one and only person to do that because everyone else is playing. So Cozzy, Trent Rivers, and myself will be the 3 going over.
Oh, there you go. Hey, we'll take a break, will we?
Yeah.
Sure.
I thought that.
Well, you want to ask about Cozzy's cousin who's just got to the D's, and he's been a highlight machine, Bill.
No.
You didn't want to ask about that?
No. I wanted to ask you about Jack Viney.
Oh.
Yeah.
And no centre bounce and a few other things. Stephen King.
We're still doing we're not doing that, and it's not bouncing. We're still got what do you call it now? Centre up. Centre throw up.
We'll talk about that
Sorry.
during the outbreak.
We'll workshop
Wait,
that
And
as
Daisy
well.
will ask about Latrelle as well. More with Max Gawn next. Penrod Oil, also a new major sponsor of the D's.
There you go.
How
Signed
good's
up with
that?
both.
Have you met
Yes.
the family? They're a local family. They've been going for 100 years.
They come and got a photo with us on Team Photo Day,
Yep.
and all the boys are up to the new sponsor, new front and back of jumper sponsor, so a
Wow.
pretty big deal for the club. I'm looking for some V8 supercar tickets or something in that realm.
Yeah,
course, yeah.
absolutely.
That seems like something Penrod will be all over, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Bloody
Get up-
Bathurst.
We
What
went
are-
up to Bathurst.
What are the marquees like at Bathurst?
Very good.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well,
Okay.
there's a telly and drinks.
What more do you need?
A hot dog.
Yeah.
It's a very good point he raises. Maybe you could ask the family for that as well.
Yep.
How are your D's going?
Yeah, we're going good. We're training down there at Casey, and we're not round zero. We're not really in the public eye at the moment, and not one journo has come down to Casey for the 3
Not
months
even Jay-Z?
pre-season. Not one. I have not seen one down at Casey. So we're just down there by ourselves,
Mitch
sort of
Cleary?
enjoying our time. He hasn't come down.
Xander?
Xander hasn't been down there. No one.
Sam McClure?
No one has been down there.
David
It's been
King?
amazing. Actually, sorry, Kingy came.
Ah.
Kingy got
With his
invited,
laptop.
but we had to invite him and put on a buffet, and we had to really wine and dine him to get him there.
Because there has been a lot of movement, obviously, in the
bloody oath.
off-season.
Yep.
Christian Petracca goes, so does Clary, alongside some others. But then you've got some players coming in as well. How's Brody Myercheck fitting in? How's he tracking along?
Yeah, he hurt his toe in the final series, and then he probably we had our first week was preseason camp, and he probably wanted to set the tone a little bit and hurt his toe again. So he was sort of spent Christmas a bit quiet, but he's out there training at the moment. He's done the last couple of match sims today and on Friday, and he's ready to go.
Jack Steele?
Yeah, good
Mid?
good pickup,
good.
especially with the news of Jack Viney. I've stolen your question, but Jack Viney, I think he's out for at least half the season with his Achilles.
Really?
He's tried to manage them throughout the preseason and hasn't quite got on top of them, and they've decided to go down that path.
Gee. There's
Achilles,
some news. I didn't know it was half a season.
It's 3 months. That's half a season, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's fair. I think it's safe to
Yeah.
say around half.
Oh, that'll be news. Don't
So
worry.
Jack Steele looks really handy then. If you actually look at our midfield for the last 10 years, you could almost say it's going to be Gawn, Viney, Oliver, Petracca.
Yeah.
And that's almost set in stone.
And
the
now what
three
is
are
it?
gone.
This year, yeah, you can put a raffle on every single one of the spots. And I think that could be our advantage, to be honest, because St Kilda won't know who's going to play in round one in those 3 midfield spots. We could have 6 or 7 guys. We've got Caleb Windsor, Harvey Langford, Tom Sparrow, Ed Langdon, Bailey Laurie, Jack Steele, Jai Cully. We've got multiple guys that can play in there, which I feel like would be our advantage.
I was going to throw you a bone before Bill because it looked like you were paddling, but Latrelle Pickett,
Yes.
all I'm seeing is highlights. 1, he looks like a star, but 2, it looks like Cozzy has never been happier playing footy.
Yeah, first thing I thought was because he's just went and drafted his best mate. So I was hoping that we didn't just put pick 13 out there for Cozzy's best mate, but it turns out Latrelle can play and can really play. So that's something that's really exciting. I think Cozzy will come probably a little bit higher up the ground and get involved in the midfield, and then Latrelle will fill that hole that Cozzy just left in the forward pocket.
That is nice.
Yeah, bloody oath. Oh, what about no centre bounce? Have you spoken about that and worked on that?
I had an absolute stinker in match sim on Friday. I gave away 3 free kicks
For stepping over?
for stepping over the line by less than a centimetre. And both, it was, I mean, I could show you the vision, but I've got it on my phone. I've watched it 100 times. But
Cripper had some good vision the other day of Carlton training.
Have you followed up with League HQ about this
I will.
as to how hot they're going to be on it?
I'm lucky/unlucky that I'm going to play in the first game, State of Origin. So I don't think that's in 2025 rules. I think we're playing the new rules for State of Origin. So, and Darcy Cameron was someone that was quite unique at centre bounce last year. So I'm kind of interested to see how that'll play out. But from my training stuff, this rule could really catch some people out. And the JLT, if you can't stomach too many free kicks, I don't really think that community series will be for you, because I do feel like there'll be a lot of centre bounce free kicks, and I think there will be a lot of stand free kicks as well.
Wow. And also 5-man on the bench now. Will they play 2 ruckmen more so, teams, do you reckon? Or will they play 3 tall forwards?
Yeah, I'm undecided on that. I see a world where you can definitely play a forward ruck, less game time.
Yep.
Some teams will play 2 rucks. I know St Kilda will probably definitely go down that path.
Yep.
But then it can be the old school sub as well, where some people might. I know I've heard Ross say they might play Max King a half or something. Like,
Well, that'd be up minutes at the moment.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
but just like that's how Ross is thinking already. Ross is thinking he might use that spot just for 50% game time. So it'll be different, but I don't think it'll be different in my role.
The other rules that have been enforced, so the lasso kick in,
Yeah,
not an issue.
haven't
That was
really
pretty much
noticed
it?
that, to be honest. Majority of the times in the 2 match sims I've played, it was looking like it was going to be deliberate anyway. So
And just throw it up whenever there's a
Good.
ball up
yeah,
stoppage.
that's rushed me a couple of times. I used to
Has
love to
that been
dawdle.
good for you though? Like, because then you end up against a midfielder.
Yeah, but then also I also don't get to a few of those contests as well. But I was one of the ones that were utilising that rule.
Yeah.
I knew that I would nominate it for the ruck, and I could be 70 metres away, and I knew they'd wait for me. So they've hurried me up this year. That's one rule that I can get around. The other 19 changes to the ruck rules every single year, that they take me a little bit of time to get used to. But that one, I don't mind hurrying the game up. That's fine.
It needs to.
Hey,
something
can I ask you
happen.
about Stephen May? Has he been at training?
No, Maisie hasn't been in for a while. It's not much I can comment on, in fact, at all. It's in the club's hands, the AFL's hands. I think there's a police investigation of some sort. So we haven't seen him for a little bit, but hopefully we might see him soon.
How does that then, your back line shaping up?
Yeah, we've sort of blessed in that position at the moment. Harry Petty has gone from forward to back.
Okay. Because he's been sort of
He's been swinging around with Goody.
lost, but yeah, just sort of sometimes, and we're
Who's the
not
other
sure.
tall that swings?
You got Jakey
Yeah.
Lever down there. He
Disco
doesn't
Dan
sw-
Turner.
Disco.
Yeah, Dan Turner.
Disco.
Yes.
So those two boys in particular, Petty and Turner, looks like how we're going to build our back line around for the next decade.
Did Jake Lever play forward? He matched him the other day and kicked a goal.
He took a mark because his, without boring you, his player went behind the ball, so he fouled
Right,
him.
yeah. Scenario training, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, Jake Lever's actually funny enough. I'm very close with Jake, so I'm happy to say this. He everyone has a second position. Jake doesn't. Jake's just back. And Tom McDonald is still there as well. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
we've got multiple people that can still play that tall.
How much steak does he eat a week, Bill?
Tom McDonald?
Yeah.
He just eats meat, doesn't
He's calmed down a tiny bit. I think there's a few greens on his plate now.
he? Oh, no. Feeding him.
Yeah, but he is a man who loves his meat.
You're going to do breakfast radio on Triple M. That's a
did.
rumour.
He-
No, next year. I'm hearing a rumour.
Who is Tom McDonald?
No, you.
Oh, me. Well, I did some at breakfast.
Oh, no. Very, good.
K-Mac and Xander.
Came in for 2 days.
Did you enjoy it?
Early days, Xander and K-Mac had a bit of a partnership, and I've obviously they did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I've come in Thursday, and they were a bit like they threw a couple of things at me and tried to catch me off guard. But then Friday we were a good United team.
Well, I don't think so. Friday, you and K-Mac just rinsed Xander all morning.
That's what
for
I
being
thought.
a
It was
Nepo
a good
baby.
United team. All I've heard is very good to have a Maguire on your side at some point in your
Yes,
life,
spot
which
on.
you would vouch
know that.
for. Yeah.
Now I have two. But you've also been on Mick in the morning, and last week you said this.
Do you think you can make the top 10?
Yes.
You do. Melbourne will play finals this year.
Yes.
Wow.
Even Rose.
There's your
Good.
headline.
What do you expect him to say, mate?
We're confident we can go the whole way.
Yeah, the
You
premiership
can win it. Melbourne will win the grand final this
Why not?
year.
Why not?
There's someone writing
Why
this
not
down.
us?
I mean, not one person's tipped us, but to be fair, that usually goes well for us.
I love it. I love when you come in because you're willing to give an open and honest answer, and why not?
To be fair, in 2013, I remember doing a promo event for the club, and I got asked the same question: how do you think the pre-season's going? And this is peak Mark Neild era. And I said, we've trained really well. Neildy's come in. We've got a great backline set up, and we're going to be hard to score against, and we won the wooden spoon. So I'm hoping it goes differently this time around with this pitch.
Yeah.
But no, if you're not in it to win it, there's no point of him showing up.
You're a bloody ripper.
Well
we
done,
love having you come in.
Maxie.
Good luck with State of Origin. Good luck for the year.
Go the
and
Vicks.
Cannot wait
Go
to
the
see
Vicks.
it. Big V, Big
Go
Max.
the V.